Let's get TB. TB.
Hey Flex, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I can't complain, man. I'm FBA, born and raised in St. Augustine, Florida. You been there? Have you
Oh, yeah,
visited?
I visited. Yes, indeed. They got that fortress down there in St. Augustine. That castle. I think the Spanish built that thing down
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot
You talking about the fort? The fort?
the fort. The fort. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. They got the fort down there. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, man. I didn't know if you visit the area, man. I tell you, a lot of the folks out there. My family's the Oxendine family. Pretty big family in St. Augustine. We had a lot of land in an area called Sanksville that was created by a black family. Their last name were the Sanks, and we have a historical graveyard cemetery out there. A lot of my family members are there. We only have about 6 acres left out of the 40 acres that we had over the years. It's just some family members pissed it away or or just sold it. But I tell you, man, right now at this point, a lot of black people in North Florida, I don't think we're on code like we need to be. Um,
Yeah.
particularly in St. Augustine. I mean, MLK would have got killed in St. Augustine when they blew up his house. He would have got killed in St. Augustine before but he ended up going to Memphis. But they tried to kill him in St. Augustine. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't know that. What happened in what happened in St. Augustine?
When he came here to visit, he said that St. Augustine, Florida, was one of the most racist areas that he's ever been to in the South. And the Eubanks family, which is another prominent family who fought the white supremacists in St. Augustine, he stayed with them, but every night he had to go to different houses. And when they blew up the house, um, he left. He didn't stay in any house for one night. He was always changing different houses while he was here. That's how bad it was. It was terrible out here during that time. But you can't find any reports on lynchings or any types of beatings or anything because in St. Augustine, that little square, that's where they sold the slaves. I don't know if you remember that square area downtown St. Augustine, next to the
Yeah.
fort. They
Yeah.
actually sold the slaves there. But
Yeah. And that fort, they put John Horse and some of the black Seminoles in that fort, and it was supposed that fort was infamous for being impenetrable. You couldn't break out, and they broke up out of there and got out and escaped in that
yeah,
fort.
yeah,
And they don't like
the
out there.
fort is made out of a coquina. It's a very hard shell that you can find on the beach out here. They always said it couldn't be because the first fort was made out of wood, and then they started using that coquina, and then they created the fort. But they also had a fort too called the I think Fort Mose. Um,
Yeah, that's yep. And
yeah,
Fort that was they
yeah,
called it Fort
they're
Negro
trying to
point too.
recreate
Yeah,
recreate that now, but they having a hard time of finding the funds to create it, and they just took some of those racist monuments down. But a lot of black people had to go through hell to get them, so there was a lot of protests and all that. But they just moved it to a different area. But yeah, a lot of people don't know about St. Augustine, man, and the hell that was going on during Jim Crow and whatnot. I remember my great grandmother, her great grandma Emma. She used to tell me that she had to walk on the sidewalk. She had to walk on the other side for white folks to get by. You know what I mean? Um,
yeah,
but it was definitely a scary time, man. I was out here talking to my one of my great aunts, and she said that a lot of times when they come out here, they would just take your land from you. They will lynch. They would basically and just snatch it from
well, oh, you're breaking up, brother. But thank you for the call, brother. My man was kind of breaking up there a little bit. All right, we got a lot of folks in here, but yeah, that's some heavy stuff about St. Augustine. That is some heavy stuff. Let's get Let me see. We got a who was this person here? Marceline Harris. Who is this person? Marceline Harris. All right, waiting on Marceline. Let's turn your microphone on. Marceline Harris.
Damn, nigga, give me time.
Uh,
Yeah, fuck you fucking white funky motherfuckers and you stupid Asian mother.
okay, so we got this is clearly a tether. and he's inside of a delivery van, dude. You're already mush mouthed, dude.
Nigga, I'm laying down. I'm sitting up now. Your fupa go crazy.
Okay, he's in a
You
struggle apartment
put it
somewhere. He was
worse
in a
than
van. You're in a delivery van. You're in a delivery van, brother. I can tell you're in a delivery van. All right,
your knees don't work. You fat ass nigga. You dick.
dude. Your snaps are corny. This is more proof that you're a tether who got ridiculed in school because of his hairline. I can hear it in your voice how janky your hairline is. Niggas was ridiculing you because of that hairline,
You button. Let's go.
dude. And you mush mouth. Your phone is it's 2003, and this nigga phone sounds like a damn bean can. All right, so you dusty, musty, and janky as hell. Why does anybody's phone sound that damn janky with all of the technology we have? We got satellites on different planets right now. We got rovers on Mars, and this nigga's still talking on a Blackberry. All right? Nigga, step your game up and get out that damn delivery van. All right? And deliver the damn orders. Musty Tether. And I'm going to save some root work for you. I got some new flavors, but hopefully your body don't reject it. Okay? Because you sound extremely musty. All right. Okay, let's see who else we got. Let's get Robert. Let's get Robert in here. We'll get Robert.
Tariq,
We just had. What's up, Robert?
what's up, my dude? Much respect to you. Much respect to the beautiful foundational Black Americans. Man, I listen to your videos on YouTube every night. Cracks me the hell up. Dude, you're so brilliant at roasting fools. It's awesome. I love it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, what else is on your mind, brother?
I'm just waiting for the your hip hop documentary to come out. So looking
Yeah,
forward to that, and can't wait to see it. When are you?
it's coming soon. I'll let you know. We're working on it. It is coming soon. All right. Let's see who they got. We got a lot of folks in here. Let's get it. Let's get. Let me see. A lot of folks. Y'all raise your hand if you're ready to get on. Raise your hand. Let's see. Let's get Love is Great. All right, so that's an interesting name. Let's get Love is Great in here. Love is Great. That sounds like an album from a nigga who sings jazz and blues.
Academics, 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 academics.
Well, you clearly don't have any academics because your vocabulary is limited. So you need to go to get you some academics and some education, sir, so that you can expand your vocabulary. All right, that would be great.
Academics,
Love.
help! Academics, help! DJ Academics, DJ Academics, DJ Academics, help! 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 Academics, academics.
You didn't think your material out too much, did
DJ
you?
Academics is after me, Tariq. He's after me.
Is somebody over there tickling your bussy against your will, sir? Is there somebody I need to call? Um, sir, do I need to call your mama and them to come get you? Because it sounds like somebody's doing something to you. Sir, are you in danger? Are you trying to talk in code? Sir, if somebody's messing with you, I think there's a number we can call. We can get somebody over there to you, sir. All right.
DJ Academics is after me, Tariq. You gotta help me. He's after
Okay.
me,
What?
please. Please.
I'm gonna send somebody over there to kind of help you out, brother. Sound like they got you tied up with Vaseline around your lips, and they about to make you give up some secrets. So I don't want you to be harmed, sir. So we're going to make sure somebody gets over there to check on you. All right. And remember, what happens to you is not your fault. You can still be a man afterwards. What they doing to your pussy doesn't define you. All right. Just keep your head strong, brother. Oh, I shouldn't say that. All right. Pause. Let me get some more people. All right. Let's see. Where are the women? We got to get some women in here. We got to get some ladies in here. That would be great. With all of this real weird energy these niggas are bringing, let's get some women in here. And I see a lot of the women down there on the bottom. Y'all chilling, just listening in. Y'all get them bonnets off and y'all call up. That's what we need. We need to get that energy a little different in here. And we're in here heavy. And I got to get back to working on the documentary pretty soon. All right, let's see. Who is Crypto? Crypto Creep. This sounds like a white supremacist troll name, Crypto Creep. But what's up, Crypto Creep?
Hey, yeah, so I haven't seen you, man. I'm Nigerian, okay? I respect you. I haven't seen
There
you
you
like
go.
support, yeah, I haven't seen you like supporting Niger and Burkina Faso. And I support you. I support Freedmen. I donate, do all the things that they're supposed to be doing and learning and everything. Nothing against you, brother. But I haven't seen you supporting us over there. We're fighting over there.
You haven't seen me supporting Nigeria?
No, Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Guinea.
Oh yeah, when they're getting the French out over there.
Yeah, we're fighting that.
Yeah, I've definitely spoken up in support of that. I have. I've said yes. I'm all for that. Getting them up out of there, and trying to get things right over there because those white supremacists have been dominating them and dominating their economic system. So yeah, I'm in full support of that, 100%. Now, are you there now, or where are you at now?
I am back and forth.
Okay, from what, the UK or here?
No, you hear in California and also Nigeria and Niger.
Okay. So, what's the vibe in Nigeria now? What's the vibe now?
The vibe is that so today Niger people, our people over there today, they had to capture one French. Basically, he's like advisor to all the French companies that are out there, more than 50 companies over there. So we captured that person, and we are not allowing anything, out of French embassy, and doing all the good stuff. Like, we are like, standing our grounds.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, my man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother. All right, let's get Sophia Nicole. It's Sophia Nicole in here. Miss Sophia.
Hello.
Hey, dear.
Hey, I want to know if you could go on Wild and Out. I think that would be an amazing episode. I know you cool with Nick
Man,
Cannon.
yeah, Nick is my guy. I love Nick, and I'm cool with all those guys. Who's on
Yes.
there? DC.
85 South. Yes.
Yeah, I love those
Yes.
guys. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta probably holler at Nick. But yeah, shout out to Nick
Yes.
and those guys. When do they air? I haven't seen that Wild and Out in a minute, brother. I gotta check the schedule and see when they air. But yeah, I like those guys. I got to get back on the road. People have been wanting me. I ain't been on the road in a long time. I got to start doing my live lecture events, and I haven't done that in a minute. I might hit up a couple of cities like Chicago, Atlanta, DC. Yeah, I miss going to those. The last time we went to DC was at the reparations rally that was popping. But I got to go out and do some, do my thing. I've been meaning to get back out on the road. I just been so busy with these projects, though. But I'm gonna get back out there and do what I do. All right, let's see who we got. And I got to get back to editing in a minute, so I'm gonna take. I guess I'll take one more call. Raise your hand if you want to get on. I'll take one more call. Raise your hand if you want to get on, and we're in here real deep. We are in here hella deep. All right. Raise your hand if you want to get on. All right. I'm looking at the hands here. Okay. The love is guy. I'm not having you on no more, nigga. And the dude who is in the minivan, you ain't getting back on. Okay. Let's get let's see. Let's get, who's this? I want to get some new faces that we haven't seen. Let's get TN Bryant. It's TN Bryant. All right.
Oh, I'm being called on officially.
Yep.
Tennessee.
Yes, you are. What's up?
Tennessee Brian. Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know what the hashtag FBA stands for, and I would like to ask what it stands for. But
Yeah.
I am seeing. I popped it, and I'm seeing some things, and those things look pretty good to me. Reasonable requests for fair treatment and reparations and
Yeah.
so forth.
FBA is Foundational Black Americans.
Okay, right on. Oh, say again. Foundational
Black Americans. Foundational Black Americans.
Foundational Black Americans.
Yeah. Yes. And well, the meaning where we're not immigrants. We're like the black people who descended from slaves, black people who were here, basically the foundation of America.
The idea being like, oh, hey, we're Americans, and we helped found this country.
Yeah. Yes. We're not immigrants. We're like the only non-immigrant group.
Okay. Well, that's a. I like where that's coming from.
Right. Now Tennessee. Now what part of Tennessee you're from?
Well, I grew up in East Tennessee, and I went to a high school where they had a big old giant Confederate flag because we were the South. We were the South part of the county, so we were the South High School.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Tennessee. Where's your family originally from in Europe? Usually, the Tennessee people are got Irish or Scottish ancestry. Where's your family from?
Yeah, that's going to be exactly that. It's going to be Scotch, Irish, English. I'm a Carter, so that's your English.
Yeah.
And you're gonna. I am at least proud to. I'm on the one hand, I'm proud that my ancestors are Quakers who were ardently anti-slavery.
But there were Quakers who were slave owners.
However, you took the words right. You took the words right out of my mouth. However,
don't do that with me.
One of my Quaker ancestors was a slave owner, so I can't be too high and mighty, can I?
Yeah,
no, I cannot.
No. Black people, when you listen, don't let them hit you with the Quaker thing. Them Quakers were slave owners. Like William Penn was one of them.
Don't let them hit you with the Quaker thing. That's good.
Yeah, they'll try to play the Quaker thing. Yeah,
I don't want to play the Quaker card too hard, but it is at least I can claim some kind of anyway. But hey, look, at the end of the day, you can't. There's no getting out of it, right? There's no getting out of the thing, right? You can't really get out of it. You can't really be like, oh well, because at the end of the day, right? There's a bunch of people from Europe, and they invaded this continent, and then they committed a bunch of genocide, and then they brought a bunch of people over here to be slaves, and it's kind of, it's not.
Yeah.
And then they created a thing, and they said, "Hey, it's all about freedom."
Right. Wait. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Oh yeah. But just FYI, family. Anytime they try to pull the Quaker thing, like the Quaker was anti-slavery, stop them. No. Them Quakers some of them owned slaves. Some of the Quakers were against it, but some of them Quakers owned slaves. William Penn was one of them. He was a big-time slave owner, and that's what Pennsylvania is named after him. All right, so don't let them run that game. Y'all, nope, 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 nope. Don't try to do that. When they try to claim that they got a relative. Oh, my great 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 grandparents were Mormons. Shit, don't even let me get on the Mormons. Them hardcore ass racists, dog. Don't let none of them try to run that game. Well, my cousin's uncle's grandparent was an abolitionist. Don't run that game either. Them abolitionists were running a con game. They were doing the whole Sally Struthers thing, where they're like, hey, look at these poor downtrodden slaves. Send me money. That was their hustle. You dig? Susan B. Anthony was a damn abolitionist, and listen to the shit she said about Frederick Douglass. See, when you're a downtrodden, poor, down bad Negro, oh look, I have to be the savior. Send me some money so I can pray for this little raggedy Negro. But the minute a black person gets some equality, hey, wait a minute, Frederick Douglass, wait, nigga. Hey, now come on, I'm still white now. Don't let that nigga get no voting rights over me. Yeah, them white abolitionist women show their true colors when they start talking about letting black men vote. Their whole platform was like, hey, wait a minute, white man. We still white now. Hold on now. I'm an abolitionist, but I'm still a racist now. Shit, I'm still a white supremacist. Oh no, don't let those Negroes get any rights over us, you punks. The white women, that's what the feminist movement, that's what that was about. They're trying to punk the white man. Like, come on, don't you have a backbone? You're gonna give these Negroes privileges over me, over women? We're still white, Bob. Look at that Negro. Come on, you're gonna have to give me some of them benefits. That was their whole con game. They were punking. That's what the feminist movement was about. They're punking the white man out for privileges for the white women. You know, that was their whole thing. Them white um, abolitionists, women became feminists, and they were hardcore anti-black racists. Them white feminists were the worst and are the worst now. If you want to be real, look at the Me Too movement and all of that stuff. Look who they target. Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and all that old shit. Ain't nothing changed. Now what they do, see what they used to try to do, they tried to get black people to be their front Negroes back in the day. They would try that with our sisters, but the sisters were way too on code. They would try it with the FBA sisters. They tried to get Ida B. Wells to be their front person to kind of go along with their feminist ideology. Ida B. Wells peeped them out early on. She's like, yo, y'all hoes is racist. And I don't really rock with y'all like that. Y'all out here, y'all ain't doing nothing about these brothers getting lynched. So y'all, when y'all want to talk about that, come holler at me. Ida B. Wells checked all of them white feminists. They had a feminist march somewhere, I think in D.C., and the white woman was like, well, yeah, we're going to have some of y'all black feminists. Y'all going to have to march in the back. Ida B. Wells said, kiss the back of my ass. That's what you going to do. I ain't about to march in no back with y'all. I'm cool. So our FBA sisters weren't going along with that. But now they let the tethered mammies over and they go lock and step with them white feminists. Like the Tarana Burks, who's Caribbean, and got them a Caribbean non-FBA mammy to do the dirty work for them, to be their attack dog for them so they can hide their racism behind those type of people. See, that's one of the reasons why we said, hey, we got to start delineating, man. It's too many riffraff Negroes out here jumping up, not on code with us, doing the dirty work for the white supremacist. So we're like, hey, we need to check everybody's paperwork. Where you from? Where your mama from? Which we should have been doing a long time ago. Claude Anderson had been telling us we need to be checking paperwork, and we better late than never. Shit, better late than never. And I'm not saying that about all of our non-FBA folks, because if you are riders, that's cool. If you are a rider, come on and then back us up. But yeah, Y'all sending us these Tarana Burks and Candace Owens and all of these folks. Nah, not cool. And y'all are in here heavy. We're still in here deep tonight. Let's get the fake Marjorie Taylor Greene account. We got the Marjorie Taylor Greene parody account. What's up, Marjorie Taylor Greene parody account? Hop on. Marjorie Taylor Greene parody account. Turn your microphone on. All right. You can speak. All right. You can speak. All right. Must be a dude behind the account, and he don't want to let folks know he's the dude. But go ahead. We know you're a guy. Just go ahead and speak, man. Just get it on out. We know you're a dude. We know it's a catfish account, but just speak. Go ahead, man. All right. I don't know why you raised your hand to get up in here. You might have did it by mistake. And we know you're a man. So just go ahead and say what you need to say. And then we'll give you T.S. Giselle's number, and maybe y'all can get together and get some equality popping off. All right. All right. Is T.S. Giselle, you still in here? Oh, there. You still there. I thought you about to go to bed, T.S. Giselle. You still got your big back ass up in here. Get in that person's DMs and holler at him, T.S. Oh, okay. Let's get we got a lot of folks in here, man. Let me see. Let's get Willie Dynamite in here. Because Willie Dynamite had his hand up earlier. Willie Dynamite, what's happening?
Peace, brother. Can I be heard?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Shouts out to you, brother. I just want to congratulate you and actually thank you on putting out this hip hop documentary. I'm from the South Bronx, by the way, and it was much needed, brother. And I appreciate you. Just to be clear, that this Puerto Ricans creating hip hop actually has been a lot. That's actually even been circulating around the community since the mid '90s. So I just want to thank you so much for that, brother. And there's actually two things on my mind. One, as far as the documentary was concerned, I was wondering if you was able to get Grand Wizard Theodore, the innovator of the scratch.
Right. I've reached out to him several times, never able to get with him, but it's cool. It's all right. I never got with him, but I did reach out to him several times.
All right, cool. So the second thing that's on my mind, me growing up in New York City and being I'm FBA on both sides of my family, full FBA, and growing up around all of these non-FBAs, one thing I've noticed is that they don't have family reunions, and I'm not sure if that's the experience for other people or other FBAs around the country that have the experiences with non-FBAs. But if so, could you elaborate on that thought, please? Thanks, brother.
Yeah. A lot of them, they don't have family reunions because their families are in another country, and the last thing they want is a reunion with them. See, that's another thing. They ain't trying to go back there with their families. I don't want to be mean spirited. I really don't want to be mean spirited. But a lot of these, hey, my man made a good point. They don't have family reunions, and they ain't really trying to go back there and get with their families. They distance themselves from them family members back home. These folks don't be talking to their mama like that no more. Their mama still back home somewhere. The ones who didn't get anchored here, but yeah, they don't. A lot of folks, they ain't going back. Y'all have heard interviews with people like Kodak Black. Remember, go look up that interview. Kodak Black, like, I ain't never going to Haiti. Don't let them fool you guys. They sit over here with us. I'm over here making money. I'm gonna send it back home so I can retire. Man, nigga, please. That's all cap. They ain't going nowhere near. This is the lottery for them. They ain't never going back. And the last thing they're gonna do is go back. Don't let them run that. We're gonna go back home and retire. Stop it. They ain't going back. They ain't trying to have a reunion. Nothing. They ain't about to go back to none of that. They don't want to. to see their failed family members. They don't want to go see that. They act like them niggas don't exist. They don't correspond with them. They're cool on them. Yeah, they are cool. They coming over here to find a white woman or a zaddy. You know? They come over here and try to find the whitest person they can find if they can get them. If we want to keep it about, not all of them, but a lot. Not all, but a lot. I ain't trying to put everybody in the same box. But yeah, ain't no reunions because you got to go back home for a reunion. That's where your families are, and then you ain't doing that. Whereas we go down south or we go, I just had a family reunion up in Vegas, and shout out to my family. I had a wonderful family. I met a lot of new people who are from deep down in Alabama and other places. So yeah, we like to get together and vibe, and that's our thing. And again, I'm not trying to throw dirt on my non-FBA family. Not trying to do that at all. But y'all don't be going home like that. Okay, we got somebody with a picture of Gandhi, the dude with Gandhi on his thing. What's up, man? The guy with Gandhi on his picture. The name in Africa. Turn your microphone on. All right.
Yes, Tariq, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, buddy?
Not so bad, not so bad. Yesterday I was listening to your interview. Was it with No Jumper or something like that?
Mayan. Oh, when did you see it?
It was yesterday. It was yesterday because I kind of go back into your archive and stuff like that.
Was it the newest interview? Because I just did one with them a week or so ago.
No.
And
it was the old. I think it was the old one. It was the old one.
Okay, got it. I was about to say. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah. What about the interview?
Yeah. So because what I don't understand at times, you seem sympathetic to us, guys coming from Africa. But then other times you are kind of so harsh on us. Okay. So, for example, I personally, I wouldn't stereotype the entire foundation Black Americans. Okay. That all you guys are this and this and that. And I like you guys. I like you, Tariq. I follow Brother Omar Johnson. Then I was also following Brother Polite and all those kind of people because of, what you guys talk about. But then there are some things that you actually say that are kind of hurting, the things that you say,
Like what? Like what?
No, like the things you just mentioned there about us, going back to our families and stuff like that. I don't think that stuff is fair, man. And some of us, we have seen things that we also don't agree with in our country because, like the Pan-African, this is something I don't agree with Dr. Omar, the Pan-African type, where they try to say, okay, as Black people, we're all supposed to come together and stuff like that. And then you hinted on something that is very interesting, where you said you came to the continent and tried to get citizenship, on some of the African countries, and you couldn't get it. Now, that's a very big problem that even us people living on the continent, we face. If I'm from Uganda, I cannot go to Nigeria and get citizenship. Nigeria, they can't even give me land. So these problems that we do have, like the challenges you talk about, not only do they affect you as a foundation Black American, but they also affect even us, what you would call like Africans or Native Africans or something like that. I don't know the term that you would like to use.
Right.
They do affect us. And I think as a person who has traveled widely, I think you should be more lenient, especially when we come over to America to try to make a life and maybe go back home and try to build again in one way or the other. And for me, I think.
Here's the problem. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. Because I know you're kind of going on and on. See, the problem is we don't. You say we got to be more lenient, and we got to understand that nobody's getting citizenship over there easily in the different countries. That's the problem. See, they come trying to tell us that we need to go over here and we all need to go join hands, and y'all ain't even doing it with each other. That's a harsh reality. See, a lot of y'all don't want the harsh reality. And I rock with African brothers and sisters. I go over there and actually they show me a lot of love. But I'm going to keep it honest. It could be better if everybody got on code. There's too many damn black folks over there for a handful of white folks to come over there and be dominating your ass. That ain't a good look. Y'all need to hear that. In South Africa, too. I go to South Africa. The people love me. I love them. They show me nothing but respect. I show them respect. But in South Africa, it's way too many of y'all for a small group of white people to be living over here in condos and right across the street, y'all in them raggedy shanty towns and townships. You understand? That's not a good look, and you need to hear the harsh reality of it. It's y'all don't get on code over there. Y'all have to get rid of those tribal differences. Y'all still look at yourselves as all these separate, different hundreds of tribes, and no, y'all are not getting on code over there. So that has to be taken care of. The harsh reality is way too many of y'all over there to be dominated and not working together. You got all the resources and y'all sending people like Akon over here trying to talk to us to get us to come over there, and y'all off code as fucking hell. These are the realities. It sounds harsh because it is harsh. Y'all stop sending folks over here trying to sell us Wakanda, and y'all don't have it popping. And you can get it popping. It's too many of you to not get it popping. Resources and money and finances is based on people activity. People are money. I want y'all to understand that concept. People are money. Money is people. It's what people do and the time and energy spent and how on code they are with each other. That's what money is. Y'all should not be over there hungry and dusty the way you are, looking to us to come over there. And I'm like, well, shit, at least give us some dual citizenship. Oh, no, nigga. Then damn it, man. The fuck you want us to come over here for? You can't even give us some basic stuff, but you want us to come over there and drop off a bag. That sounds harsh because it is harsh. And we're saying, hey, man, we you know what? We're going to do what we do over here. Y'all ain't really serious. That's a harsh reality. Y'all not really serious about really building nothing on a black unified front because y'all can't even get a unified front over there amongst each other. So the thing is, when y'all get over here, then there's a lot of damn disrespect coming from cats. The nerve, the temerity. That's where we're like, hey, nigga, really? So when we start checking people, it's going to be harsh because that's a harsh reality. Y'all can't bring that same jive mentality over that you've had there. You can't bring that here because we're like, we're not going to have that. So, yeah, the reality is harsh because y'all not checking the riffraff class of your people. When y'all send one of your people over here, like that one Sambo who was up in Michigan running for office, talking about we don't need Black History Month, with some African Sambo, I forgot what his name, and don't even care. The real ashy dude talking about we don't need Black history. What you mean we? How you go to somebody else's spot talking about what they don't need so you can get brownie points with white folks. You see, that kind of mentality, too many of y'all bringing that over here. It failed you there, and we don't want it to fail us here. We don't want failure mentalities being infused in our culture. We have enough to deal with already. You understand?
I agree, sir. But then there's one thing that you mentioned about us getting rid of our tribes and stuff like that, and that sort of identity, which I
Right.
agree with. But don't you think by you creating the term, because I was listening to the background of Foundation Black America and how you came about with the term, don't you think that you're creating a new tribe within the Black community in America?
We've already
Wouldn't that be as tribalism as well? Because it's some sort of identity that you have created to some
we,
extent.
we've already been a distinct ethnic group. The problem is we've let other people name us. That's
Then
our
why would you recommend as Africans to get rid of our tribes and identities?
no. Get rid of the tribalism as far as not working with each other. That's what I'm saying. You can keep your Look, if you have a tribal identity and a lineage, that's fine. But your tribalism goes into, well, I'm against this person, I'm against that person, and y'all try to harm each other. We don't do that. We don't try to harm people just because we don't do that type of shit. When other people come over here, hey, that's our African brother. Come on, kick it with us. That's fine. We don't have a problem. In fact, hey, come, you live next door to me. You cool? We cool? We're cool. But we're identifying what our ethnic groups are, and we're defining them, and we're naming what our ethnic group is. And we're letting other folks know you can't be our representative. We're still cool. We can work together, but we don't really want a lot of non-FBA people jumping up trying to act as spokespersons for us. Just the same way you don't want any people representing your tribal group who's not a tribal member. We're not trying to harm people, though. It ain't getting into that Hotel Rwanda type shit that y'all got into over there. We're just saying we're drawing the line when it comes to representation. And all of these other groups, they already have names for our ethnic group. Akata, Jarir, Abids. They got all these weird names over there that they have for us. So we said, we're going to define ourselves. And that's what we're doing. That makes sense?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But okay, yeah, that one I agree with. But then, okay, finally, I would like to ask a question. So now, a
Yes.
brother like me, for example, if I come to America, and I don't want to disrespect the FBA, the culture, and anything of that sort, how would I start? Because what I've seen even amongst our communities is, for example, the stereotyping is kind of there. The things that you guys put across, that you mentioned, they kind of come across. But when we don't get to hear from the real FBA,
Right.
then that's when it gets, to generation after generation after generation to some extent. So for brothers that are just coming in or that are just coming up in America and all these other, countries, what would you recommend? Where can we start from? And I really like your idea about the museum, and I
Yeah.
like your documentary about the hip hop. I think those are things that people like us should be looking into to understand the other side of the story that has been concocted by the Western media or the white supremacists and stuff like that, because they do really have an agenda. So a person coming to America, what are the right places that they should be looking for, to come and have, this entire information, about the FBA, the history of the FBAs in America, slavery, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's basic history. I mean, our history is,
No, the reason why I ask that, Tariq, is because there is so much sources out there, for example, that you would go and look online. Not everything that is online is actually, is true. Okay, most of the things have been skewed. I remember there's a clip I watched of Ben Carson, who was talking about, I don't know if those people were FBA, but I think they were FBA, that had done so many inventions. There's so much stuff that you talked about in that podcast with No Jumper about the movies that have been done in Hollywood. The movie called Help, and all those other movies, 12 Years a Slave, and how they, kind of skew, and they try to show the white supremacists as the heroes and stuff like that. So we want like sources that are FBA sources. For example, if I look at a documentary done by Tariq about hip hop, I know this is the real story about about FBA and hip hop.
yeah.
But not some. You get what I mean, yeah. So what kind of sources, or what kind of
Okay, I gotta land his plane. God damn, Ubuntu. Yeah, that's another thing. Boy, y'all get long winded. I had to land his plane. Cause damn, he asks a question and then you go kind of babble for 30 minutes, brother. Nigga, that's one thing. Okay, you want to help out? Shut your asses up at some point and listen. That's one thing. Let's do that. And brother, I've been wanting to ask you a question for the last 20 minutes. You won't be quiet, brother. And let me tell you something. When y'all do that, that looks kind of weird. It looks deceptive. when motherfuckers talk too much, and let me talk to my non-FBA folks. Let me tell you something. When y'all do all that talking, that raises our antennas. That makes us think, okay, this nigga's about to pull a scam. All right. When you doing all that damn talking and you won't shut the fuck up, that makes us think, okay, this nigga about to try to get my banking information or something. I got to watch him. Y'all cut that out. All right. Because he's trying to act like he's asking a genuine question, but it's just going on, just bab. This dude just went and bab. I'm trying to answer your question. Listen, if I go to America, what kind of resources do I need to see to learn about FBA? Because I look at Wikipedia and there's no information on Wikipedia, and I look for other sources. So I'm just asking you, where did I get information on about FBA? Because when sometimes I listen to Umar Johnson and Broda Polite and others, I don't know where to get the information from. Ben Kassan had said something. I just don't know where to get the information. So I just want to know from you, where exactly do I get the information? Because I was looking at PBS and there was a documentary on slavery, and I didn't know what they were talking about, and I wasn't sure. So if I could just get some information from you, because I was reading a book at the library, and it was about the Maroons, and I heard you did a movie about the Maroons. I was looking to see, and then I wanted to get some more information about it. And I went to the grocery store, and I saw someone who looked like Cicely Tyson, and it reminded me of Harriet Tubman. And I wanted to know, was it accurate if Harriet Tubman looked like Cicely Tyson, or what age is Cicely Tyson? I just wanted to know. And then I had an Uber customer who was looking like Morgan Freeman. And when I saw him at first, I thought it was Nelson Mandela. And I wanted to get the history. And this nigga just went on and on, nigga. Brother, what? Okay. Brother. All right, y'all pump your brakes. That's another thing. Y'all, my non-FBA people, when you come over, stop talking so much. All right? Yeah, I don't know what that shit is about. That gives real scammy vibes. But the motherfucker just won't stop talking. All right. Now he doing all that talking. I'm in here checking my pockets. I'm like, shit. Did this nigga send somebody over here to get me? Come on. That's one thing. Slow down with that. All right. Oh, Lord. My goodness. We're in here. Y'all got me in here, and I'm supposed to be editing. The Marjorie page, did you want to say something before we left? The Marjorie fake account. Marjorie, gonna turn your microphone on, and you're just gonna sit here. Um, All right, Marjorie, pop on. Say something, brother. Go ahead and say something. Stop. You're clearly a black man. I don't even think it's a white man. I think it's a black dude pretending to be a white woman. I think it might be a queen too. I think he's a queen because them queens like to pretend to be white women. I think this is a black trans dude pretending to be a white woman. So we respect your pronouns, brother. You can say hi to everybody. Say what's up to people in the room. You can say hi to people. Oh, this big stepper, the Puerto Rican. Hold on. Speaking of Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rican troll. Stepper, the Puerto Rican damn troll. Hop on, Stepper. What's going on, Stepper?
Yo, did you hear about those activists that were indicted in Atlanta for RICO? Those people who was trying to go after Cop City. Just wanted to get to wake that up a little bit more. How they got those people over there for RICO charges.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah, and yeah, that's some real weirdo shit that they're trying to do down there in Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta's on one right now with Fonnie Willis and your people down there. I told y'all Fonnie is not nobody's. I've been warning people about Fonnie Fannie the Mammy, Fannie Willis, however you want to pronounce it. I've been warning people about her before she got elected. I was begging people not to vote for Fannie the Mammy. I knew that was a problem. All right. Okay. Uh-oh. Now, Chatical, I've had you on before. Chatical, what's up, man? Chatical Coder, what's up, man?
Morning, how's it going?
I'm good, Chatical. How are
I'm
you?
good. I just woke up probably like 2 hours ago. I went to go and get some Mexican food. It's pretty good. You like Mexican food? Actually, it's like Tex-Mex. It's not like real Mexican food, you know what I mean?
Oh, Lord. Anyway, so how have you been, sir? I don't know what you're talking about, but how you
Oh,
been?
I've been good. I just I was sleeping all afternoon. Got
Well, that meth will do that to you, but go ahead.
oh,
Chatical, hop on, sir.
I got double muted. I got hit by the double mute glitch. Yeah, I don't do meth. I just do cocaine, not meth.
Right, yeah. Now, if you did cocaine, you wouldn't go to sleep. You'd still be up running around.
No,
That was that
that's
meth.
yeah, that's why I was up all night last night, and then I went to bed at probably like 11 o'clock this morning. And so I
Okay,
just
that
woke up
meth is
not
a
too long ago.
man. All right. So, how's everything? Is your trailer park okay? I heard there were
Well,
tornadoes
I
over there.
don't I don't live in a trailer park. I live in Airbnbs because I travel for work. But I'm in a pretty good one right now. I was in a pretty good one before. It's always interesting, like whatever city I go to, seeing like the different living accommodations that are available. It's been pretty good.
Well, well, hopefully you and your trailer don't get carted off in a tornado, brother. You got to chain that trailer down to a tree because this is tornado season, and there's a lot of tornadoes out there. I don't want you to lose your trailer, and it just gets swept up in a tornado, and then all of a sudden you're in the land of Oz. All right, so we don't want that to happen. You and your meth pipe, following the yellow brick road, trying to find some more crack and meth. That's horrible. But anyway, okay, we need my man. Who's in here? We need my man. Okay, who's that? Okay, so this is you promoting some people in here. Okay. The Marjorie Taylor fake account is up here trying to recommend people without getting on. You need to get on. And we know that you're a dude. Just go ahead and say hi. You know. All right. Anyway, let me see. Let me get you out of here because you ain't saying nothing. I've been on here for a long ass time tonight. We've been on here for a minute. And anyway, let me get out of here, man. Let me do some editing because it's almost 1 o'clock out here. Look, go to Hidden History Museum to give a nice contribution to the Hidden History Museum because we are going through stuff. So we need the grassroots to look out. That would be greatly appreciated. And go to my YouTube channel, Tariq Radio, and subscribe to my Tariq Radio YouTube channel. So when I do my live shows, you guys will be right there getting notified. Okay? Go right there. Now, there's one more person. Let's get Dr. Swaggy in here before I go. Dr. Swaggy. What's up, Dr. Swaggy?
Yo, what's up, brother? Is this the Tariq Nasheed?
Yeah, it's the Tariq Nasheed. Now, where you from, Dr. Swaggy?
I live in. Wait, you want to know where I'm from?
Well, you sound like you're from Canada.
Oh, that's actually like I get that a lot. It's very insulting, but I know you mean like that. Yeah, no, I'm not from
Right.
Canada.
Now, why is that insulting, by the way?
I'm gonna be real with you. I actually don't know, but I just it's kind of like a vibe, like Canadian, like really nigga, like Drake and shit.
So you don't like. So yeah, you don't like being associated with
Yeah, no, sorry,
Canada.
I don't want to make that a big deal, but I'm in the U.S.
Right.
I'm in Maryland.
Okay, but where you from? Because I hear an accent. Where
An
you from?
accent?
Yeah, I hear it.
No,
Where
I
you
was
from?
born here, born in Tennessee, actually, Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay. I still hear an accent,
What
brother.
are you trying to?
You get your accent.
Okay, so
You
so
get
why don't you guess?
you
Because
get your
sorry.
you get your accent from your mother.
Oh, word.
Where's your mother?
Where is she born? She's born in Nigeria.
Okay, now how hard is that to say?
I just know who you are, and I feel like you might fuck me up in this live if you know I'm African.
Oh, I can already tell. Damn, there's nothing wrong with that, brother. Let's just get some clarity. There's
All
nothing
right,
wrong with
got you,
that.
got you, got you.
All right, now you were born in Tennessee.
Yeah, my parents immigrated here. I was born in Tennessee. I live now in Maryland.
Yeah, got it. Okay. Now, why do you have these? What kind of flags are these you have in your thing? Those are not Nigerian.
You are correct. Those are Russian flags.
Okay, why do you got Russian flag? Is that a Russian flag? That doesn't look like a Russian. Well, why do you have those flags in your
Just
thing?
in support for the Ukrainian war and stuff.
So okay, you want Russia to smash down
I'm
on
not
them?
gonna lie, low-key,
Yeah, they did. Well, the Ukraine, well, they were doing your people kind of dirty, throwing some of the Nigerians out, so they were doing them real dirty in the Ukraine. So I'm not mad at you.
you're right. Yeah, nah, that is completely true. But like
All right, so what's on your mind? What's on your mind?
low-key, I just came up here because I wanted you to unblock my girlfriend.
Who's your girlfriend, brother?
Her name, what's her name on Twitter here? You blocked her like probably like 4 or 5 years ago, but she's been really upset about it ever since.
What's her name? And why did I block her? What'd she do? She must have said some weird tether shit. What'd she do?
No, I'm like that's a true story, but I'm joking about bringing her up. Is that like new, like a new term you guys use, like tether? It's pretty good. Like you guys' branding is amazing. Like the FBA branding is so fucking good. Honestly, what the fuck?
Yeah, but yeah, did I really block her, or what was the deal?
She was like really like she was like black feminist. So like honestly, you probably had a good reason. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Wow. Now, what were you doing with a black feminist? Because they don't like black
I was like
dudes.
fucking her, and we were like together. Nah, she liked black dudes. I think, kind of. I think deep down they do, but higher up they don't.
Right. All right. Okay. So anyway, Dr. Swaggy, anything constructive? Sound like you just wanted to call up to shoot the shit.
I
So
low key didn't even think you would bring me up here, so I had nothing to fucking say. But I will think of a question after.
all right, thank you so much. All right. Let's get Kanye's breast in here. Kanye breast.
Hi. I just wanted to say I'm just a huge fan and I've watched your documentaries for years and it's just been a pleasure and an honor and I'm just really looking forward to the hip hop documentary and that's all I really want to say. I'm just really really grateful to you for all the work that you've put in and I live in Orlando, Florida, but I look forward to being able to visit the museum soon. Just keep
Oh
going
yeah.
and thank you so much.
Look, I appreciate you. By the way, what do you do down there in Orlando?
I am a filmmaker and photographer, so um,
Oh,
that's
cool.
what I do. But I don't have a red cam, so that's why I didn't hit you up. 'Cause
Oh,
I know you prefer
yes.
red cams, but just know, like we're down here. We ride for you heavy.
I'm looking at your picture. You got a little something going here. I see you got a little something going. Where's your man?
I
Let's get to that.
listen. I'm single now, so
How come you single? Why are you single? You don't look like you're supposed to be single. Why are you single?
I got divorced a few years ago, and I'm just working, just working. So
How long were you married?
I was married for 5 years.
How many? Y'all have any
I
kids?
have two children,
Okay.
um, and they are older. So I had my children way younger, so they aren't by him, we,
Oh shit. Oh,
but we did.
oh shit.
We had a really decent run while we had it, and yeah,
How old are you? How old is your oldest child?
child, you ready?
Yeah. Uh oh. Uh oh. How old?
My oldest child is 17.
Okay, you got a big kid.
Y-
Okay. Well, damn. You didn't look like you have a 17-year-old. Shit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was really really young when I had her, and then my second child came. And she's 12, so they're
Okay.
they're grown almost.
Now, your ex-husband, was he Haitian, Jamaican? What was he?
Wow, no, my my ex husband is Black American. Yeah,
Okay.
we're all Black Americans here. Proud
Okay.
FB.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But there's a lot of Haitians and people down there in
Oh
Orlando.
my
So
God, I can't even tell you. So I'm a Chicago native and I've been living down here for 10 years and I was very ignorant. And when I came down here, I was like, oh my God. You run into everybody's not American down here. And
yeah.
the way they treat us is insane. It's absolutely insane.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
But
yeah. Anyway.
but at the same time, like we rock our shit, we rock ours like real heavy. It's like no, one thing I've been able to learn from you and several of the other master teachers is to know our history so that way we can always speak truth to power. So they ain't getting away with that
Oh,
shit around me.
real talk. Real talk. Thank you so much, dear. Real talk. Lovely sister. Deep sister. What's up, brother Terrain? Let's get Terrain in here. Brother Terrain. I'm good. How are you, fam?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. I'm just actually doing some of what you're doing. I got to do some editing for some content this morning. I just trying to motivate myself.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm up here dragging ass procrastinating with everybody, and I'm supposed to be over here editing. So, I already know.
Yeah, man. Um, I just wanted to get your thoughts on this whole brick situation, man. It's been fascinating. I made a comment on my page last night before I crashed out a little bit. I basically said black men deserve an apology, and I woke up like an hour ago. It's 3 o'clock where I am. And pretty much, man, my whole page is flooded with people saying black men deserve to die. Y'all don't deserve a damn thing. And it's just fascinating how this one incident has opened up so many people's feelings about how they really feel about brothers, man. And I'd love to get your thoughts on it.
Real talk. Thank you so much, brother. Yeah. Even though this brick the brick lady, the Somali woman, and this thing is like a hoax. And people are still standing on. Yeah, it's a hoax, but we still hate you niggas. They're not gonna let the hate go to waste. They're not gonna let the hate go to waste. And again, a lot of this anti-male hatred is coming from the tether class. Let's be clear. A lot of it is coming from the tether class because shout out to the FBA sisters. They don't like the bullshit either. They know that the woman is full of shit, and they've been calling the woman out. The FBA sisters have been calling that scamming ass Somali chick out. But the tether women, the bedwenchers and the divestors, they gonna stand on it. They're like, we don't give a damn, and we don't know if it's a hoax or not. Yeah, it's clearly a hoax at this point. But they're gonna stay on their anti-black male hatred because, they still got to get brownie points from Zaddy. You know, so it is what it is. But anyway, let me get out of here, man. It's been real. Puppy Akute and Lila Bouvet to the family. I'm out.